is Eva Rosayanti Hutagalung. My student ID 152400099. I would like to share my opinion about the new President of Indonesia, Mr. Prabowo Subianto. As we welcome President Prabowo inauguration, there is a sense of optimism and hope as Indonesia begins this new chapter. Mr. Prabowo's commitment to the nation has been proven through his dedication over the years, and it is truly inspiring to witness his journey to leadership. His firm stance of unity and progress is commendable, and many Indonesians hope for the stability and advancement he promised. There are several concrete ways we can support President Prabowo Subianto vision and mission in building a better Indonesia. 1. Actively participate in government programs. 2. Foster a spirit of unity and togetherness. 3. Spread accurate and positive information. 4. Support national economic programs. 5. Follow developments in education and literacy. 6. Participate in environmental preservation. We shall all feel the heavy burden of responsibility that he now bears. Leading a diverse and dynamic country like Indonesia is no easy task, but with his experience and dedication, he has the potential to bring significant change to the nation. As he steps into this role, we all offer our support and pray for his wisdom and strength to lead Indonesia towards a prosperous and harmonious future. That concludes my opinion on the new President of Indonesia, Mr. Prabowo Subianto. Thank you.
Here I will explain material about the simple present. Definition of simple present is: the simple present is a tense used to express habits, general facts, events that happen routinely, and situations that are permanent in nature. This tense is commonly used in daily life to describe activities or routines that are repeated regularly. Formula for simple present is 1. For the subjects I or you or we or they is subject plus base verb. Example, they go to school every day. 2. For the subject he or is or it. Subject plus base verb plus s or as. Example, she reads a book every night. Use of simple present. The simple present is used in several contexts, including is 1. Habit or routines. Show activities that are done repeatedly or regularly. Example, I brush my teeth twice a day. 2. General fact or universal rule. State something that is generally true or always accurate. Example, the sun rises in the east. 3. Instruction or direction. Used to give direction or instruction. Example, you turn left at the next corner. 4. Fixed schedule. Indicates schedule event that occur at a specific time. Example, the train leaves at 8 a.m. Negative form. To make a negative sentence in the simple present, Use the auxiliary, the not for I or you or we or they or does not for he or she or it, followed by the best from the verb. Example for I, you, we, and they do not or don't play soccer. Example for he, she, it is she does not or doesn't like coffee. Affirmative or positive sentence. In the simple present tense, positive sentence usually do not use auxiliary verbs. The simple use the best form of the verb for most subjects. However, if the subject is third person singular, he, she, it, we add s or as to the verb. 1. For most verb, use the best form I play the work. 2. For third person singular, he, she, it, add n, s or s to the verb she plays, he watches. Question form. To make a question in the simple present, place to the auxiliary do or does at the beginning of the sentence. 1. Example for I, you, we, and they. Do they go to school on Saturdays? Do you like ice cream? Do they work on weekends? Example for he, she, it. Does he play the guitar? Does he play basketball? And does he live near here? Next, example of simple present tense sentence. 1. Positive is he walks to school every day. 2. Negative, he does do eat vegetable. 3. Question, do you work here? Common time expression use. Sometime expression frequently used with the simple present include 1. Always. 2. Often. 3. Usually. 4. Sometimes. 5. Rarely. 6. Never. 7. Every day or week or month. Detailed use of simple present. 1. Permanent situation or state. 2. Feeling, touch, and state of being. 3. Scientific fact or laws of nature. 4. Commentaries and narration. 5. Instruction, direction, and recipes. Simple present with stative and dynamic verbs. Stative verbs is thus describe a state or condition rather than an action. Stative verbs usually do not take the continuous form. Common stative verbs include like, love, pat, need, want, know, understand, believe, seem, own, paper. Example, she knows the answer. And dynamic verbs thus express an action that can be seen as ongoing or changing. Also, this verb can sometimes appear in continuous form in simple present. Is describe routine and habitual action. Example, he runs every morning. From the different subjects and verbs. 1. Regular verbs with third person singular. Most verbs follow the standard rules of adding. Class for third person singular, he, she, it. Example, he listened carefully. 2. Irregular verbs. Some verbs like have and be have irregular forms. 1. Have, she has 2 cats. 2. Be, he is a teacher. 3. Modal verbs. These include can, may, should, ought, and remain in their best form regardless of the subject. Example, he can swim. Frequency adverbs and expression. Frequency adverbs are like always, often, sometimes, rarely, and never. Add more context about how often an action occurs and are commonly used with the simple present tense. They typically come before the main verb but after the verb to be. 1. Example with main verb. They often travel on weekends. 2. Example with to be. She is usually on time. 2. Time expression phrases like every day, once a week, on Sunday are also often used to specify the frequency of an action. Example, I go jogging every morning. Common mistake in simple present. 1. Forgetting the S or S in third person singular. One common mistake is forgetting to add S or S for third person singular. 1. Incorrect, he plays soccer. And correct, he plays soccer. 2. Using do or does incorrectly in question and negatives. Another mistake is to use the best verb incorrectly in negative and question form. Incorrect is does slightly, and correct does slightly. 3. Confusing simple present with present continuous. The simple present is not used for action happening right now that require the present continuous tense. Incorrect or if describing a current action. I read a book. And correct, I am reading a book. Example from clarity. 1. Affirmative statements. 1. She walks to school and we believe in teamwork. 2. Negative statement. He doesn't eat meat and they don't like spicy food. 3. Question is, do you understand and does he speak Spanish? 4. Usually adverbs and time expression. Is I sometimes read before bed, and she goes to the gym 3 times a week. Conclusion. In conclusion, the simple present tense is used in English to express habit, general facts, universal truth, and permanent state. Each usage has specific role depending on the subject, especially for third person singular subject, or he, she, it, which require adding s or as to the verb. The simple present is also commonly used the frequency adverbs like always, often, and sometimes to indicate how often an action occurs. Additionally, it's important to avoid common mistakes such as forgetting to add as for third person singular subjects and confusing it with the present continuous, which is used for action currently happening. To wrap up, we've explored how the simple present tense helps us convey routines, facts, and universal truth in a clear and structured way. By understanding its form and common use, we can communicate more accurately, and confidently in English. Remember to pay attention to the rules for third person singular and to use frequency adverbs effectively to express habit and routines. Thank you for attention, and I hope this has been a helpful overview of the simple present tense. Thank you.